Welcome, my name's Carly. This is a quick and easy standing flow. So this is great for you if you're having wrist or hand issues or even maybe some nerve stuff in the neck that is affecting your hands. This practice is not going to put any pressure on your hands. So we're going to begin seated, sitting comfortably with 3 circular breaths, which means you're breathing in through your nose and out slowly through your mouth. So as you take a deep inhale through your nose, do that now. Focus on the sensations of the breath coming in through your nostrils. And as you exhale slowly out your mouth, feel the sensations of letting go. Letting go. We're going to do that 2 more times, focusing on the felt sense as you breathe in. And as you breathe out through your mouth, try to create almost an audible sigh sound. Arriving fully in your body, feeling the ground underneath your hips and your feet. And sort of lean back a little and give the full weight of your body into those connection points, not by slouching, but by rooting down through your hips and rising up through the top of your head. So there's these opposing forces happening, rooting down and rising up to create space in your body. And begin your Ujjayi breath now in through your nose and out through your nose. Gentle, easy breath. We're just going to begin with some gentle neck movement in whatever way feels right for you. You're not going to grab at your head and pull it. So we don't want to do that. And then we're going to do some nerve flossing for the cervical vertebrae. So take your right hand out, palm faces the ceiling. Take the hand away toward the ground. So toward the ground, away from the ceiling. So you get a little stretch in that forearm and then tap at the head. Now, you may be doing this practice because you have a wrist injury. So you will know if you can stretch the arm in this way. And this is for your nerves in the lower neck. Okay, and then you're going to take the other arm out, palm faces the ceiling, take the palm away so you get a stretch. So fingers go toward the ground and then tap the head. Don't pull on the head. The arm is straight when you take the fingers to the ground, so don't lower the arm. The wrist stays equal with the shoulder, just the hand goes down. Good. Last time. Beautiful. And then we're going to move through seated cat and cow. So take your belly behind you, hold onto your knees and open up your shoulders. Exhale, let your head drop. Inhale, hinge forward at the hip, stick your chest out, take your elbows and shoulders back. Good. Exhale, take it back again. Inhale, hinging forward, chest out. Exhale, take it back. Good, and now we're going to do some circles. So you're just going to lean to one side, coming forward, lean to the other side, and close your eyes and just feel into how you want to move from this position. Okay, switch directions. Last circle. And coming up through center. Beautiful. Okay, so now from here we're going to make our way to stand, and we will be standing for the rest of the practice. You won't come down to the ground again. You're going to start standing at the front of your mat in Utkatasana chair. Good. Now, if in chair your lower back starts to hurt, you're just going to lengthen your tailbone to tuck it a tiny, tiny bit if that is happening for you. Good. From here, root down through your feet. Inhale, rise up, high salute. Exhale, hinge at the hip, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, soften down here. So if you have a block, you'll place it under your face. Otherwise, you're going to place your left hand on the ground under your face. You can use knuckles, and you don't have to push into the hand. Bend your left knee, inhale the right hand high. You're going to feel this in the outside of your right hip or your right IT band. Exhale the right hand down, bend the right knee, inhale the left hand high. Exhale the left hand down, release your hands, release your neck. Inhale halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Bend your knees and come into your Utkatasana chair. Beautiful. From here, you're going to lift your right leg and shoot it back as far as you can on the mat. And then you're going to turn that back right heel in and open up to the side and reach back down that straight leg for peaceful warrior. Keep the front knee bent. Good. And then take your forearm to the side. Keep your legs where they are. Sweep that top hand overhead now. Extended side angle. You want to stack your shoulders. So take that back shoulder behind you, tuck that bottom shoulder under as if you're practicing between two panes of glass. And stretch out in all directions, 5-pointed star. Open up your heart. Pull your feet isometrically in, so your knees have to bend a little to keep that pelvic engagement. And keep that engagement as you fold all the way forward. Release your neck, release the engagement when you're down there. And that stops the hip popping. And then you can either ragdoll with the hands in the crooks of the elbows, or you can clasp your hands behind your back, either one. Release your hands to the mat now, and then walk them to the front of the mat, runner's lunge. You don't really have to put any pressure on your fingers here. And then you're going to lift your heart, come into crescent, step it forward, Utkatasana chair. Inhale the left leg back as far as you can. Peaceful warrior, reaching down that back leg. Forearm to thigh, top hand overhead, extended side angle. 5-pointed star. Inhale, stretch out in all directions. Pull the feet isometrically in, hinge forward at the hip, fold down. Release your neck. Good. Now this time you're going to walk your hands to the front foot. Take that left hip up a little so you're not dumping down into the right hip. And walk your hands through center and grab the back foot now. Walking your hands back through center to the front. Inhale, rise, crescent. Exhale, step it back, Utkatasana chair. Good job. Inhale, root down to rise, high salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release your neck. You could ragdoll or clasp your hands behind your back again. Beautiful. Releasing your hands to the mat now. Bend your knees. Inhale, rise, Utkatasana chair. So this is a progressive flow. We're going to add on now. Inhale, right leg back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, your version this time. Inhale, bend the back knee, straighten the front leg, Skandasana. If you're all the way down, the front toes face the ceiling. If you're in a high lunge, the feet are flat. We're going to move into half moon at the front of your mat. So if you've still got the block there, keep it there. You're just going to transition to your left hand being on the block or on the ground. Now, if you absolutely can't put any weight on your hand, you can do it without the block. Or you could do an extended side angle again. You could do a warrior too. Otherwise, half moon. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Option to bend that top knee and grab the foot for sugarcane. Now, if you're in half moon, you really need to engage your bandhas. So Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, pull them in and up. So your lower core is engaged as you transition into Utkatasana chair again. Other side now, here we go. Inhale the left leg back as far as you can, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, your version. Inhale, high lunge, the feet are flat, or Skandasana, the front toe is lifted. Half moon or warrior two if you prefer. If you're in half moon, you stack your shoulders, you stack your hips. Option to bend the knee, grab the foot for sugarcane. Engage the bandhas as you come back into your Utkatasana chair. Beautiful. Inhale, high salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway out of Uttanasana. Exhale, release the neck. Bend your knees, root down through your feet and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to do tree as your one standing, just as a single standing balance. So we're going to work on your feet first. So this is a balance hack, if you will. Have your feet be under your hips and root down into the ball of your big toe. So the ball of your big toe is this bit here, not the toe, but this bit. So root down through there. And then through the ball of the little toe and the outer edges of the feet, and go around the outside edges of the heel. Don't push down through the center of the heel where the bone is. You don't want to do that. So just kind of moving through this C shape of the outer edges of your feet, rooting down. Good. And then root through them all equally now. And if you're visual, visualize tree roots coming out of your right foot and anchoring you deep into dirt, into the earth. And if you're more of a felt sense person, then just really squeeze that right foot down. When you've got your grounding, open your eyes, lift your left foot. And as you root down through the ball of the big toe of the right foot, you're going to squeeze the right glute in, the right hip. And then you're going to lift the thigh on the right leg up. So this right leg is your trunk leg and it is super activated. So the branch leg, the left bent knee, can easily be supported. And then your mudra is whatever you want it to be. And you're rising up through the top of your head, but your shoulders are soft. And again, come back to that place of grounding. So as we began seated and you're feeling the earth underneath you, feel the earth underneath your feet. Embrace the wobbles. The more you're wobbling, the more your muscles are firing, and that is injury prevention, so that's great. So embrace it. And then we're going to switch. So grounding through your left foot. When you're ready, lift your right. If you want to do a different mudra, or hands high, whatever works for you. You are deeply grounded, connected to the earth. And you're rooting down and you're rising up with your head, creating this space in your body. And then we're going to gently release that foot down. We're going to do what I call the twisty thing. One of my students said to call it empty sleeves, which I love. Feet are hip distance, knees are soft, hips do not move with you. That is absolutely crucial. Do not move your hips, that would hurt your knees. And then you just fling your arms from side to side like you've got nothing in your sleeves because they're floppy. So you want to almost gently bang your forearms on your back body. This stimulates the organs, it releases tension from your spine. Not an official yoga move, but I teach it often because it's so great. And let that go. And we're going to finish in Tadasana, hands in prayer, feet hip distance apart, bounce on your knees a little so you can really drop your weight into those feet. And then close your eyes and find a comfortable standing position, balanced equally through both feet. And as we began, you're going to end with a circular breath, deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth, letting go of tension as you exhale. You are deeply grounded and supported by the earth. And then carry this grounding and space you've created with you for the rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.